this is some of this 429 hay that I baled. That field in the back of this hay shed, it's about 8 acres, and we got about 17 or 18 bales off of that field, and it's out here. Right after we baled it, it started raining. It was nice and green. It was just about perfect, but as we left it on the wagon and we went to the fair and stuff, it started heating up. So I set these bales out and spaced them on edge to get air so they wouldn't get moldy. And we did treat this stuff with Silo King preservative. I got a little bit of it left here. I don't put too much in my applicator because if it sets and bounces around or the humidity or something, I don't know, we had trouble with it caking up one time. Remember one time, Lisa, we was going to do a video and we spent all day cleaning out the applicator.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so things don't always work out the way we plan. But this is I'm going to try to do a hay test on it, and this is the way we test our hay. And we just drill a hole in the bale. Whoops. Like anything else, you want to try to show off to do something work. You don't want to. Oh, there went the drill. I guess it's choked up on the end of it. So anyhow, I got another bar to go in there to push into it. I haven't used this thing for a while, so let's see how we do again. I think it's time for a new DeWalt drill. I think this is the broken one. Yeah, it's seen its better days. He's only using this to drill 1/4-inch holes for the other day for fence post thing. But anyhow, this is where we're at. One of the other things I got for checking hay, the humidity came, so we had about 2 days of rain and stuff, but it changes the outside color of the hay. And this is called a hay knife, and it was used to cut loose hay when people had horses and stuff, and they used a hay track and they carried it up in the thing and they cut the load and stuff there. So anyhow, now we can see how pretty that hay is inside the bale.
That's nice.
And that's and it's got a lot of leaves in there, and that's what the milk and the protein and stuff it's got in there. And that's what I'm trying to take on this video. That when this hay goes through a sweat, or the sun hits it, or the humidity hits it, turns the outside of it brown. I wonder if I could make a difference on this bale as well here. If I could cut that corner off there. And there, see, look at all these leaves that's in here in this hay. And how green that is inside this bale here. So I'm hoping I've got a relative feed value of at least 150 here in this kind of hay. And that should, you know, put some milk on the table or feed a racehorse here. This hay has to, you know, I've set it up on edge. You got to take a lot of time to put, you know, work. You know, we want extra money for this hay, but we got extra work. We got to flip each one of these bales, spread them out to see how it would work, you know, and whatever. So I'll take another, you know, cut here in the middle of the bale. Now look at all the leaves that pop off of that type. I got a lot of hay packed into this thing, but look at all the leaves that's in this hay.
Really thick.
Yeah, and that's where that 429, we got a lot of tonnage. You know, in 2 to 3 weeks time, cutting or whatever. And this was second cutting here off of that field, and you can see in 2 weeks, that wasn't even 2 weeks almost out there. We just looked at, since we cut it, how fast it grew. Now the weather has been good to us on that. After we cut it, we had a kind of a whole day of 1.5 inches of drizzle rain. So that helps when you get rain this time of the year to get another cutting like that, because it can get hot and dry and then boom, you ain't got nothing. And this time there, so we need to catch up for all these bad years that we had on that part. So thank you very much. I just wanted to show it, even though if you see a bale that looks kind of weathered and teared, it's going through a stress here. We got all this here. I designed this hay shed up there in the top there. There's an eave opening, so the air goes through this shed to take the heat away. So this shed stays cool all the time to keep the hay cool. And that's the way I designed it. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.